Thanks to Leader Newspapers. Coming up, all the results from the YMCA Monash Fitness Centre Netball Grand Finals and a preview of the SAS Security Division 3 Final Series, which kicks off this coming weekend. Don't go anywhere for the next 20 minutes. This is SFLTV. Welcome to the first episode of SFLTV for 2014. We'll be talking through the entire final series about what's going on in the Southern Football League, but this week we want to talk specifically about the YMCA Monash Fitness Centre Netball Championship, which was concluded recently. There were 4 grand finals and 4 divisions, and joining me as the SFL expert on netball and all things netball is General Manager for Football Operations for the Southern Football League, Mr. Matthew Duck. Matthew, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Wiz. Great to be here.
Yeah, and so the grand finals have now been run and won. They're very, very exciting. And we've got our winners, and we're going to be talking to the winning captains of all 4 divisions during the course of today's show. But Matthew was the MC of the event there during the week. You obviously got a lot to report on what took place. A massive crowd, as I understand it.
Absolutely, yeah. It's as you know, Wiz, I think the competition has grown exponentially over the last 3 seasons, of course, starting from 7 teams 3 years ago, growing to 20 teams last year, and of course 35 teams for this season. So with that growth, we've also seen the standard of the competition really grow, and now with, of course, 4 divisions playing off in grand finals yesterday, it was a really exciting day and an absolutely bumper crowd there for all 4 matches.
No, terrific. And obviously there's an enormous amount of work goes in from an operations point of view. You and your team at SFL headquarters putting it together. There's obviously a lot of people who've done a lot of work behind the scenes to make it all happen. Right through from the beginning 3 years ago. This is the 3rd season now. And a lot of work has gone into it from the board and board member Trudy Mantell right down to the operations team out at Springvale. Do you want to give us a bit of an update on who's been doing all the hard work to make this happen?
Yeah, absolutely, Wiz. As you say, Trudy Mantell has been instrumental, particularly in the early stages of getting the competition off the ground. But certainly the board, from a holistic perspective, have really been strong in wanting this to get off the ground and have done everything they can to do so. Certainly, as you say, from week to week, it's been the tireless work of those at the Springvale District Netball Association largely to make it happen. So namely Julie Poole, Lynn Wilcox, Kim Pentreath, and really everybody down there has been absolutely fantastic in supporting the competition and nurturing it to get to the point that we're at now. So certainly, as I said to you earlier, then the growth has come very quickly, and so with that has been increased challenges, and certainly those people, the board, those at the SDNA have embraced those challenges and run with them, and it's a real credit to them.
Massive competition and very well run. I'm sure all the participants and the spectators at the grand final this week would agree. And you can't have a grand final without umpires, and it's a massive project to coordinate all of the umpire activities as well, making sure that everything goes smoothly. People to thank around that activity in particular.
Yeah, certainly Kim Pentreath, as our Director of Umpiring, has done an absolute huge amount of work this year in that area. Certainly with the growth of the competition, then we suddenly needed probably twice as many umpires as we would have anticipated needing, and that's presented its own challenges. But certainly Kim and the umpires themselves have done an amazing job this year for us to fill all these games, and certainly we appreciate that and are looking forward to really just growing upon that number next year.
All right, that's enough about the organisation of the whole thing, but we need to move now to the grand finals that were completed this week. And grand final days are very, very important for all the clubs involved, and anything can happen, and they certainly did this week. We'll start by taking a look at what took place in the Division 1 grand final. And first cab off the rank is Division 1 in the YMCA Monash Netball Grand Final Series. And it was a very, very close game between Dingley and Heatherton for the 3rd year in a row. And I'm pleased to report that it was won by Dingley, 43 goals to 42, by just the one. And that means Dingley have gone back-to-back in the Netball Championships. And joining me is the captain of the victorious Dingley side. That's Alicia Wise, and Sara Merkus, of course, who played at wing defence. Ladies, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
They speak in stereo. And you've got the medals on and the trophy with you.
Yeah.
The trophy's looking a little bit weather-beaten there, girls. It's been a couple of days of partying since the game.
Worse for wear, yeah.
A little bit alcohol stained and a couple of chips in the bottom, so.
But you haven't lost it, which is the main thing.
Yeah.
So you build your own cabinet down at Dingley for your netball trophies these days. You're winning a few.
Yeah.
And Sara and Alicia, you're both in both winning teams. You're both back to back. So you've got a pigeon pair of medals for the both of you. I know you know where they keep them, hiding them in the sock drawer or something like that.
Nah, they're out on display,
So gee, it was a pretty close game, and we've got some footage that we're looking at the moment, but I should say too that the medalist for the best player on court was Tara Bickham, who was the goal attack for Heatherton. I don't mean to rub it in, but I know that you play goal defence. This seems to happen to you a fair bit too, Alicia, that your opponent wins the medal every time. So
yes, there's a bit of a pattern.
There is a pattern, so there'll be girls queuing up next season to get a crack at goal attack when they play against Dingley. So just keep an eye on that. Maybe they should move you to goal attack.
Well, I don't know. I think it's playing against me that wins them the medals. It's not the actual position.
I mean, you could be right.
It's their opponent.
Maybe you're right. I didn't really want to say that, but yeah. So pretty close, and I know you opened up a 3 or 4 goal lead during the course of the game. The thirds had lost their grand final, the seconds had lost their grand final, and then all of a sudden this was looking a little bit difficult, but everybody was pretty wide up and a big crowd too.
Yeah, it was a huge crowd. I reckon one of the biggest I've ever played in front of. It was amazing having such a big support, and I think a lot of the footballers came down, and it was really good to have such a big crowd to play in front of.
Yeah,
very
fantastic.
Good. But you managed to hang on.
Yes, only just.
Although the ball was in their front
goal
third,
goal
third, as the siren went, and you're pretty confident they would have scored a 43rd goal.
I think
to send it into extra time.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, they definitely probably. I think when the siren went, it was more relief than.
It was more relief and just glad that we held on because they do come back really strong.
Now this is becoming a famous rivalry with Heatherton, and I know that you know those girls fairly well. In fact, some of them are probably originally Dingley girls. So when you win one and you go back to back, and I think last year you only won by a handful of goals as well.
Yeah, it's always only a goal in it. I think whenever you put Heatherton and Dingley in a grand final together, it's going to come down to the line there.
And of course, the year before they beat you by a goal.
They did.
When you were the undefeated team through the whole season. So this rivalry's been going on for quite a while. I'm sure they would have been very supportive when the siren sounded and they saw that you won by the 1 goal at the end. Disappointment for them again.
Yeah.
But
no, they're a great bunch of girls, and we've always been really close with them. They were originally Dingley girls that we split to sort of try and build the competition up a bit. So Jamie, the captain of Heatherton, her brother Kane Davidson plays at Dingley, and her younger sister Ali Davidson plays in our Div 3 team, and her mum coaches our Div 3 team. So everyone's quite quite
mingled.
Yeah, quite linked in the Dingley Heatherton group.
crazy celebrations, and I'm sure more to come, perhaps with the footballers a little later on, and they're looking pretty good in Division 1 as well. So might be a clean sweep for the Dingoes right across the board.
Fingers crossed the boys can back it up and be as successful as the girls.
Well, they've got some work to do because at the moment the girls' trophy cabinet's looking very, very full. Just perhaps one of the most successful teams we've seen in football or netball in the Southern Football League's history over 20 odd years. So well done, girls. Everybody's very proud of you, and good luck for next season.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to be back after a very, very short break here on SFLTV. Welcome back to SFLTV, and continuing our theme of the Netball Grand Finals, we move to Division 2. And the Division 2 Grand Final was again fairly close fought affair, but Heatherton 35 defeated Dingley 29. And the medal for the best player on court was Heatherton's Courtney Osborne. So well done to Courtney, and of course to the Heatherton girls in Division 2. A fantastic win, and they played very, very well, as you can see from the footage there. So that's it for Division 2. And now for some Division 3 action in the grand final of the netball competition. All right, in Division 3 of the YMCA Monash Netball Grand Final, it was very, very tightly contested between Clayton and Dingley, and of course Clayton ran out winners 25-22 in extra time. And joining me is the victorious skipper Cassie Townley from the Clayton Football and Netball Club. Cassie, welcome to the desk.
Thank you so much.
And I've just said it was in extra time, a real cliffhanger. I see you wearing your medal there, and you've brought the trophy in along there, and it looks in incredibly good shape given the celebrations that
Polished
would
it
have
up,
taken place.
give it a quick clean.
Very good. So how'd you feel when the siren went and it was 19 all?
Oh, we were exhausted, excited, nervous. We were really ready to go and find an outcome.
And I did ask you before we went to air that what did the coach say to you at the time? But you've told me that the coach
was absent. Our coach is my mum, and she was partaking in the variety bash. So they left on the Wednesday, and we're halfway to New South Wales when we won. And tried to give her a call, and no service. So we left a message, but she didn't get it. So I think it was an hour after the game she finally got through to us, and we let her know that we'd won.
Very good. And the medal for the best player in court went to Maddie Taylor from the Dingley Netball Club. Very unusual that would go to someone from the losing team, but in something with extra time. It's probably not that
well,
unusual.
as we said, it was a close game, so she played very well in her defence role, stopping our goalers from getting a lot of goals.
Yeah.
So she played very well.
And you're a defender?
Wing
no?
defence.
Wing defence?
Yes.
Very good. So a speedy defender, perhaps?
Oh no,
That's
I just get the crumbs.
Do you? Right.
Yeah, from our defenders.
Very good, very good. This is the third year for the Clays. How's the team going, and how did you pull it together 3 years ago?
Yeah, really good. I wasn't actually the one who brought it together. It was a sister of a footballer who started all, Alicia, and then I've sort of stepped up into the role as she's started work commitments and things like that. So I've stepped up.
As the skipper, and brought mum along as coach.
Yeah.
It's a package deal.
Yeah, this year is her first year taking on. She didn't want to do it, but all the netball girls were asking her to do it, and she finally caved.
So mum, Wendy,
yes.
Does she get a medal?
Yes, I've got one at home I made sure I grabbed one for her right at the end.
Very good, very good. And what about recruiting? Going to pick up a few extra girls for
We're going to
next year?
try. We're going to try. We're going to get those girlfriends of the boyfriends to come down as the footballers, so hopefully we can get them down.
And you train hard a couple of times a week?
We do a lot of fitness work on Tuesday nights at the football ground, so we don't do netball down at the courts. We do some fitness, a lot of boxing and things like that.
Very good. Well, it paid off, there's no doubt about that, Cassie, and to you and to the coach, Mum, Wendy, and to all the girls that played this year for the Clayton netball team. Premiers in Division 3, congratulations.
Thank you.
And good luck for next year as well.
Thank you so much.
No worries at all. And we'll be back after this very short break. Welcome back to SFLTV, and in the final grand final there, it was Division 4 grand final. It was decided between the Doveton Eagles and St Kilda City, and the Eagles ran out winners, 35 goals to 30. Congratulations to the Doveton Eagles, undefeated through the entire season, a spectacular performance, and the medal for the best player in court was won by Sheridan Murphy, so congratulations to you too, Sheridan. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the girls from the Eagles to come in and talk to us this week. They're still partying, and good on them. They've done a terrific job and had a fantastic season. All right, that's a wrap for the Netball Grand Finals for this season. Congratulations to all the hard work that's been done behind the scenes with the Springvale District's Netball Association, as Matthew mentioned earlier, to all the umpires, all the players and all the coaches. Well done on a tremendous season, and to the winners especially, congratulations, and we'll see you back playing SFL Netball again next season. All right, now it's time to take a quick look at SFL football for the remainder of the season. And with round 18 coming up for Division 1 and Division 2 this weekend, it looks like both Final Fives are set in each division. So good luck to the teams competing, and well done to all clubs in Division 1 and Division 2 on a fantastic year of football. Just one to go, as I said. Looking at Division 3, of course, this weekend, things start to hot up where we kick off the 2014 SAS Security Final Series with the qualifying final between Karen Patterson Lakes and the Sandown Cobras at Ross Street Reserve in Heatherton. Make sure you get down there and take a look at the fantastic new facilities at Heatherton. It's a great venue for finals, so we're looking forward to that one. And of course on Sunday, the do or die elimination final between Lindale Football Club and the Blackrock Jets. So good luck to all of those 4 teams competing. Mount Waverley, of course, finishing on top. They get the week off, and the winner of the Karen Patterson Lakes Sandown match will get to face off against Mount Waverley in the second semi-final in a week's time. And don't forget, both of those Division 3 finals will be covered live by Southern FM on 88.3 on your FM dial. All right, that's a wrap for this week, episode 1 of SFL TV, and we'll be back here every week with an update on what's going on in the SFL community. So thanks to Leader Newspapers and, of course, SAS Security. That's it for SFL TV for this week. We'll see you again next week. Bye for now.